Welcome to this quick ThoughtBot AI tutorial. To begin, head to nicholsonhandymanservice.com/thoughtbotai and download the extension. It's available for both Microsoft Edge and Google Chrome. When ThoughtBot AI launches for the first time, you'll see a Terms of Service prompt. Click Accept, otherwise the extension won't run. After that, use the login pop-up to sign in from any page. A small ThoughtBot icon appears on every web page. Right-click it to open the main menu. Profile, Instruct, Dashboard, Settings, View Guide, and Hide Assistant. For this tutorial, we'll zero in on Instruct, the core feature of ThoughtBot AI. Start by opening the dashboard page and filling out your business profile there. ThoughtBot will then auto-populate those details in every quote, invoice, and other project document, so you never have to re-enter them. To add your business logo, you'll need its direct image URL. Find the logo online, on your website, Facebook page, or anywhere it's publicly visible. Right-click the image and choose Open Image in New tab. Copy the address from the browser's address bar. Paste that URL into the logo field on the dashboard, and the image will load automatically. That's it! Your logo is now linked and will appear on every document ThoughtBot creates. With your business profile done, return to Instruct to create your first project. Click New Project in the upper left sidebar. Fill in the client's information. Pay special attention to the location. ThoughtBot factors in regional and state pricing for accurate estimates. If the job site differs from the client's billing address, flip the job location toggle and enter the correct site address. That's all it takes to set up a project with precise, location-based pricing. Let's go over your project settings in ThoughtBot AI. First, pricing options. Set your target profit and add a contingency buffer. Turn on Include Sales Tax if you haven't added tax into your material costs. This is especially useful in states that tax new additions or fencing. Then, select your preferred payment terms and warranty duration. Next, location and logistics. Choose your location type to fine-tune regional pricing. Turn on Calculate Travel to automatically include labor and fuel costs for each trip, and adjust the travel rate to set the hourly labor cost for travel. Now, timeline and resources. Enter the number of workers who will be on the job. ThoughtBot will automatically recalculate your daily travel costs and adjust the overall project timeline later in the process. Finally, services. Select every service the project includes, like flooring, plumbing, or electrical. If you don't see the exact service, just choose Handyman as a catch-all. Click the small help icons for quick tips at any time. And don't forget, you can save your selections as presets for future use. That's it. Your project is now set up and ready for a precise estimate from ThoughtBot AI. You can also add products to your project so they're included in the materials list. To do this, first download the free Instruct search tool from the website. You'll find the link inside the app. Once it's installed, you can search for products directly, or paste any product link into the Fetch Product Info section to pull in the details. This step is completely optional. If you skip it, the AI will still generate your materials list using national average pricing. Now let's click the Get Started button located in the project overview. This launches ThoughtBot's four-phase AI system. First, it gathers project details. Second, it builds a materials list. Third, it estimates labor costs. And finally, it finalizes your project using all the pricing factors you selected in project settings. We'll begin with Phase 1, Project Details. Enter all of your project details. You can start with as much or as little as you'd like. ThoughtBot's AI will guide the process and ask questions to make sure it gathers everything it needs for an accurate estimate. There are many factors to consider in a project, and the AI is designed to adapt based on what's provided. Just focus on describing the job clearly, and ThoughtBot will handle the rest. It will follow up a second time to make sure it has everything it needs. Be as detailed and specific as possible when answering its questions. The more information you provide, the more accurate your estimate will be. Don't worry about pricing, labor rates, or material costs. Those will be handled automatically in the next phases. For now, just focus on clearly outlining what needs to be done, how it should be done, and any special notes or considerations. If you leave out or forget any details, don't worry. You can add them in later phases. or rerun the AI data phases using the Rerun button in the project overview. Now let's move on to the materials list phase. In this step, Thoughtbot will generate a detailed materials list for your project. You'll see a complete table showing the description, quantity, unit, waste factor, unit price, line total, and a link for each product you've added. You can always leave materials out for homeowner-provided products or if the selection hasn't been made yet. This will be clearly noted when you generate your final quote document. You can refine the materials list to use specific brands or types of products to your liking. Just let the AI know your preferences, and it will update the list to match your needs. At the bottom of the table, you'll also find notes and recommendations to help guide your decisions. Any products you've already added will be included automatically. You can keep adding new products or refine your materials list at any time, either by searching for specific brands or by chatting with the AI for recommendations. The AI uses national averages to determine pricing for all materials, so your estimates will always be up to date. Now we're moving on to the labor pricing phase. Using all the project details you provided, Thoughtbot will make a wide range of calculations to determine your pricing. Because each project is unique, the AI considers every factor, like complexity, disposal and dump time, delivery, and any additional tasks required. This helps ensure your pricing is as accurate as possible, so customers get a fair quote and you don't end up underestimating the job. It'll first provide an itemized estimate showing pricing for each individual task, along with some of the calculations for transparency and thorough review. You'll see minimum and maximum values for all labor on each task, as well as justifications for the pricing and guidance on which end of the range you should consider. Regional adjustments are also included, so your pricing is tailored to your client's specific state and city. For bigger projects, it will then list all of the labor subtotals for each task, along with the minimum and maximum values, so you can quickly review and compare the totals. This will be followed by recommendations to consider if you want to make any adjustments. Finally, at the bottom of the estimate, you'll find the task slider. You can use the overall slider to quickly adjust all labor pricing at once. Great for small projects or when you want a fast, general estimate. If you prefer, click the Adjust Individual Tasks button to set the minimum and maximum values for each task independently. This lets you fine-tune your pricing for better accuracy and thorough review. Once you're finished making adjustments, just click the Finalize Selection button to lock in your choices. You'll now receive a task-level breakdown showing a table with each task, its description, final labor cost, materials, other fees, and the total for that task. At the bottom, you'll see your grand totals for everything so far. You'll also get a final industry standards analysis, so you can see how your project compares to national averages. When you're ready, click Finalize Labor Pricing to move on to the last phase, Project Finalization, where all of your project settings will be finalized. First, you'll receive a detailed task breakdown that outlines all the pricing data from the previous phases. Next, you'll receive an estimated timeline for your project. Thoughtbot calculates this based on your labor costs and the number of workers, giving you the most likely, minimum, maximum, and expected number of days. You can make adjustments to the timeline by chatting with the AI if you see anything that needs to be changed. This feature is great for scheduling, helps you plan your project, and gives your client a clear idea of what to expect. Then we move on to the final pricing breakdown, where all of your selected project settings are applied. This includes your contingency, profit margin, daily travel expenses, and sales tax if needed for your project. You'll then see the final grand total for your project, followed by a comparison to industry standards, so you can see how your pricing measures up. Now you can click the Finalize Project button to complete your project. The project overview will automatically update with your full cost breakdown and timeline. You can click the Create Document button to generate your first quote. There are also many other document types you can create, or you can even make a custom document. If you want to fine-tune your document, just enter any additional instructions. The AI will update the document to match your needs. document. It will display your logo, business details, client information, all your tasks, a full pricing breakdown, top materials, your selected payment terms, and warranty. If you need to add or remove any details, just communicate with the AI and it will update the document for you. You can now view your document in the project overview. Once opened, you'll have access to the full editable document. Click Customize to adjust the document's style. Select Copy if you'd like to copy the text for use in Microsoft Word or any other application. Choose Export PDF to download a PDF version of your document. Click Save to keep any revisions you make. And if you want to make further changes, select Redo to relaunch the document in the Instruct conversation and update it as needed. This gives you complete control to edit, customize, and share your project documents however you prefer. Now I will show you one final document for this tutorial, Project Outline. The Project Outline is a powerful tool designed mainly for you and your crew. Before you start any job, you can generate this document to keep everyone on the same page. It covers all the essentials, your client's name, address, and contact info, plus a full project overview and your main objectives. You'll see a detailed scope of work, a list of required materials and tools, major milestones with timelines, assigned roles for each team member, and important safety guidelines. At the end, you'll have the full project scope laid out in one easy-to-read document. The project outline makes it simple to organize your project, assign responsibilities, and keep your team focused from start to finish.